Jasmine. Hi, you are being recorded. Shut up, lady. I realize the lighting right now is horrendously dark, so I'm just gonna have to do this campfire ghost story style. So it is 12-something a.m. in the San Gabriel Valley. We're heading to the bus stop because I decided for my birthday I wanted to go to the Wholesale produce market in LA. But the challenge is
the produce market opens at 1 a.m. in the morning, and about 8:30 in the morning, everything is put away and they're all done for the day.
So if I took the earliest bus, I'd miss it or get there right before it closed. So instead, I'm going to take the latest bus. That way there's enough time to look around at everything because this place looks really massive. I found out about it from an old Hauser episode. Oh, look. Nature. Hi, nature. Watch out for the owls. I'm hoping I can make it through this video without it turning into a social commentary, because I feel like every time someone opens their mouth about public transit in Los Angeles, it turns into a debate about homeless people, and that's not what I'm here for, alright? If you want to watch that, go watch some Fox News. All I can say is this. There was a time in my life when I considered being homeless as an option to what I was going to do after high school, and I ended up trying it on a couple occasions, and I didn't like it. So don't be homeless. We're a victim of wet bus bench, but never fear, because DJ Pete's Sake read The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, and I have a towel. Yay. Across the street is the City of Industry, home of one of LA County's most neglected and underused bike trails, the Shabaram Skyline Trail, but also one of my favorites to ride on because I almost always have the whole place to myself, and I have tires good enough that broken glass don't mean shit. Oh look, there's the eastbound 194. Maybe that's the same bus we'll get on. Memorize that number, 271. Here's this relatively new signage for the bike trail. But aside from the signage, I don't think this trail has been maintained in like decades. Jaywalking. Was on the inside of a blind curve, so I can understand that. Right before I got on, someone rolled up in a car and offered to give me a ride, and I'm like, no, I'm waiting for the bus. He's like, oh, okay, and rolled off. Seems legit. Deviating to the street with the stainless steel toilet factory, also seen on a Hauser episode. I feel like we just skipped a bunch of streets on the deviation to downtown La Puente, which is good for me. Don't know how much of Monte Station I'll film. Depends how high the creep factor is. But I hope I can get a shot of the bathroom. I hope the bathrooms are open. I need to use it. Thank you. Please work. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
unlock door. Puerta arrancada. Su tiempo máximo de uso es 10.
I'll let reality speak for itself here. And yes, the loud elevator music, just what I need to help me take a leak. Christ. Sweet mercy. Good thing I have a towel.
Door is unlocked.
The only thing that bathroom's missing is that robot lady from Spy Kids.
Now flushing your poop.
So we got early enough. There's a J in 1 minute. But we have time. From here I could either take the Silver Streak or the Silver Line. They overlap for this corridor. Silver Streak continues all the way to Montclair, ends in LA, while the Silver Line starts in El Monte and goes all the way down to San Pedro. I don't know, the creep factor is actually very, very low. I was expecting it a lot worse. I require to add money. Sweet. So we're out here on street level. Looks like a metro bike locker. Ooh. That doesn't look too nice. Wow. Looks like a tornado went through there. So from street level, you actually have to get into the station, go underground, and there's a platform down there, and there's a platform up top. There's this nice waiting area with some outdoor bike racks, seating next to some native vegetation. Of course, lots of palm trees to remind you you're in California. I like waiting out here sometimes if there's people smoking on the platform. The air is a lot fresher. It's a lot quieter, and there's actual earth. There's some new transit-oriented development that went up a while ago. So there's the upper platform and there's the lower platform. So the policia just told me the lower level's closed, which makes sense because the only buses still running are upstairs. So, by popular demand, we'll do an elevator review. Yeah, this is really quite surprising how quiet it is. There's like nobody here. I've come here at times at night and there was like dozens of people camping like right here. So it's definitely cleaned itself up in the last recent times. Creep factor is definitely a 0. Oh, there's people in the elevator. So the biggest, or rather second biggest tragedy with the station is that it's also not the Metrolink station, which actually led to a funny story. The first time I came here, I didn't know that. So I got off and I was looking at the map, and one of the Metro drivers came up to me and asked, like, because he could see I looked confused, asked me, like, you need help? I'm like, yeah, where do I board the train? He's like, that's at the Metrolink station across town. Which conveniently he was driving the bus there, so I got on for free and he dropped me off and made it to my train on time. But I find it just unfitting how they just assume everyone knows that El Monte Station isn't the Metrolink station. So I feel like that can be improved considering the San Bernardino line passes pretty close by here. There's this big flyover structure that the train goes on, but instead you have to go all the way to the other side of downtown. Another thing I find inconvenient is that from here, if you're going on the Rio Hondo bike trail, you have to go all the way downstairs, all the way upstairs, and all the way around the station to access it. which is a bit of a bummer, but hey, as far as bus terminals right on nice bike trails, it's a 4 out of 10. I mean a 4 out of 5. Now the biggest tragedy of this station is this mural depicting famous people from El Monte that doesn't include Scatman John. I mean, come on, man. They're crazy. I recognize Art LeBeau. I'm not sure I recognize any others. The El Monte Busway is a well-established corridor featuring dedicated lanes on the 10 freeway, with stops at Cal State LA, USC Medical Center, and a brand new platform at Union Station, prior to which they would have dropped you off unceremoniously on a dark street corner.
Approaching Arcadia and Los Angeles.
Thank you. In the city of LA. Well, I'm glad I didn't plan this part of the trip out that great because it's on detour anyways. I just know the Googles told me to either take the 18 or the 60 from near Pershing Square, which I believe is this way. Oh look, it's walking. Man, the city is a lot less overstimulating at night. Maybe that's why I like coming here. The last time I was in LA for something just as important was when Fingers was performing a free concert at the Echoplex. Yeah, it's gotta take something really important to get me to come to LA at night. So I guess if we need to get around faster, we can rent a bike. The infamous US Bank building. Thank you. Real-time action, 7th and Central. It is 3 something. That looks like the market, the old market. Great moment on the bus that I didn't get on footage. We were stopped for an extensive period of time. A bus driver stepped off probably to use the bathroom. When she got back on, she dropped a too short quote. She's like, "What's my favorite word?" And then people sitting down gave the response, "Why they gotta say it like short?" Oh, that was great. But yeah, we just made it through. Bus was pretty full. And I'm excited. Yeah! Squash it. So on the map, this place looks gigantic, but in person, these streets aren't actually that wide. The old market is in the north, well, I guess it's the north corner, because this is kind of a diagonal street layout. Right now we're walking towards the big terminal, I guess the newer market, and that's the one where Hugh Hauser was walking through. I'm looking for some organic shit, and I was told Maui Fresh on the complete opposite corner of where we are has some, so I don't think we're in any hurry. We're gonna walk through everything, see everything, then decide what we want to get. Gotta love that one blue street light. I don't know what the meaning of that is. Looks like another gate into the old market. And look at this building, dude. This is all brick. It's just got that this has been here for 100 years vibe to it. I can just feel the energy, dude. There's like pallets and pallets of produce being hauled around on forklifts. People moving around, trucks going everywhere. This is incredible. In case you haven't figured out by now, this is basically a glorified grocery shopping trip. Yet another entrance. Taco lady setting up. Me not getting run over by a forklift. What do we got? What do we got? Raspberries. I wonder if that's where Baby Bash got the idea for the name of his reefer brand. California Finest. So the security dude recommended me to go to the old market. But I want to see everything. I think he said I should probably have one of those reflective vests on so I don't get run over. But I'm gonna see if there's a more hospitable entrance on this south side. We're about to try the main entrance right here on Olympic. The big nice green sign. My definition of hitting up the nightlife in LA. I wasn't sure how to verbalize to the security person that I learned about this place from a Huell Hauser episode that's probably about 30 years old, and that they had shots of him in the new market, and I wanted to do that. So I just insisted that I was gonna go around and try another entrance. Yeah, take that, Costco. We only deal with the real I see Maui Fresh way at the end. So it looks like this alley right here is like the showroom, and inside is all the stuff refrigerated. The old market just looks more like a swap meet. Watermelon sugar high. Wow, this is incredible. I feel like I'm in a level of Halo or something. On to the next platform. Not getting run over. On to the next level. Whoa, history. Dedicated 1986. Yeah, I believe that. It looks like an 80s era warehouse type vibe. Alright, level 2. So we just walked down that entire row. We're gonna go down that entire row and then back up the third one, and then we'll hit up the old market. Probably where I'll start buying stuff. I feel like level 2 has a lot more out on display. Second half of level 2. I think we found the bananas. Wow. Yeah, take that, Costco. Making a mental note. Organic bananas and strawberries have been spotted in level 2. On to level 3. This one looks considerably different in that it's outdoors and not indoors. So I'm not sure if it's a fruitful platform to be on.
Really?
Next one looks promising. Alright, level 3 is paying off. I'll try those bathrooms again, but I think they might be locked. Looks like I was in luck. Alright, I was brave enough to talk to someone. They got organic strawberries, $18 a box. They got organic bananas, $24 a box. But I'm gonna be smart and not buy something right off the bat. I wanna see everything. So we're off to the old market. How I would describe this place, it's a great place to go if you know what you're doing. Other than that, I just feel like one of those hippies from the communes. And, ooh, brass. I just generally feel like I'm in the way of all this traffic. But we'll keep on till the break of dawn. More history on brass. All right, we are now heading into the old market. Cue the theme music. This is insane. $12. That's 50% off. Alright, I think I found the pedestrian safe route. Wow, those pineapples look so yellow and big. $12 for Fifus and $14 for Dole. Oh, thanks for the lighting. I should be keeping track of how much weight these are, but you know what? I'm not going to be nitpicky. Cocoa. Cactus. AOL still exists? I almost got decapitated by a forklift. Oh yeah, yellow dragon fruit. Another intriguing fruit. Purple tomatillos. I pulled out my flashlight to get a closer look at some berries. The guy's like, "What are you looking for? Organic stuff?" I'm like, "Yeah." Probably because I look like such a hippie. But I'm getting a good total of quotes. The organic bananas looking pretty appealing.
Really?
Yellow dragon fruit, I think I'll pass on it. Purple tomatillos, I might go for it. $12 for a crate. And then the big bad 40-pound bag of roasted peanuts for $55. I don't know why, I've just started liking roasted peanuts lately. This one smells really good. Cilantro. I've officially started buying stuff. Which means it's time to break out the dolly, which means footage with actual lighting. Now let me direct traffic for him. Let me direct traffic. When I say something, you say it right back at me. No ghost ride in the whip, please. That can be none other than 40 pounds of roasted peanuts. I did it. So far the dolly's holding up. My only complaint is the handle is too low. I have to like bend my knees to grab it, but that's a tall person complaint. Still, I would prefer a better one. Sounds like a project for greensandmachines.com YouTube channel. Hey, we made it. The sun is kind of starting to rise. Yeah. Now I have to lift this thing on the bus. So the lady just gave me the box of bananas for $10, which is a nice discount. And the peanuts, I was hesitating as whether 40 pounds for 55 bucks is actually a good deal. And it just so happened I had a receipt in my pocket from the store I normally buy them at, which is $2 a pound, so definitely worth it. And people at work are gonna love me because it seems like shelled peanuts are the things that everyone agrees are like the best food to share and bring in. And I like them. Right, squasher? But yeah, navigating through that place is just, it's a maze. It's, to quote Insane Ian, you gotta have the moves like Frogger, because there's so much traffic going every which direction, and forklifts, like, if I was walking like a little bit faster, someone pulling in with the forklift like right at neck level with the blades out would not have been pretty. I'm exaggerating, I was a good like 6 feet away. But I don't want it to end up like that German forklift training video. No gore, please. Do not get blood on the fruit. I was thinking my next stop would be take the Gold Line to Galco's World Foods in Highland Park to get, I wanted to try the old formula of Werner's ginger ale. But that requires an additional like mile of walking, which I don't really feel that interested in with all this produce. So I think we'll just head home. Mission accomplished.
Downtown LA.
Thank you.
There's a social meeting and we will dress for like music and the offer is required. So if you don't, please
sun is coming up. For some reason, the Silver Streak and the Silver Line stop at different stops right here. I don't know why, but I'd rather take the Silver Streak this time so I can get my free transfer. Silver Streak ended up not coming, so I'm just gonna stick with the original plan and take the metro to Highland Park. The show goes on. Elevator review. It's dark. It smells like weird stuff. It's really slow. Oh, the mezzanine's behind me. But hey, at least it worked. Don't forget your 40-pound bags of peanuts. You don't want Metro to have to harass you about it. Maps. Will this thing fit through the turnstile? Doubt it. This one smells like an equally weird combination of smells. But at least it works. Meet this confusing stuff. All our lines have 2 names now, and some have 3. In case you can't tell, it's underground. Too underground, like I'm taking the red line. I'm stuck in my elevator. Oh look, pizza. Alright, this is the best smelling one by far. It smells like a cross between Ajax and like lavender laundry detergent. Now we gotta find the gold line. Catch the red line, Metro Rail, blaze a trail. DJ Quick reference. Sorry, elevator fans. With the 4th one, I decided to use the escalator. Kinda crazy how I'm still like 2.5 hours early for the first Metrolink, if I was taking that. This one just smells like baking soda. Why does the power company need to advertise? They don't have any competition.
This train is out of service.
That's the one. A nice marine layer has rolled in. Feels really fresh. Now that I'm committed to going to Galco's, I'm just gonna have to walk half a mile each way with my 80 pounds of produce. That ain't a problem. I feel like I'm gonna instantly regret this in a few seconds. Should have known better for an area called Highland Park. The Krusty Krab pizza, it's the pizza for you and me. The Krusty Krab pizza, it's the pizza for you and me. I love that 2 feet of shed built into the side of the hill. There's just one house in this little triangular intersection right here. It's so cute. Boxwood. And we're here. Also seen on Hulhauser. I love the soda caricatures, because that's what this place is kind of known for. And that's why we're here. Nice. Okay. Alrighty. Thank you. Starting to think there isn't anything other than soda here. I can't tell if it's this sidewalk or this dolly that needs to be replaced. I think it's the sidewalk. So I bought me some Werners and For kicks and giggles, I got me a Moxie because that soda actually is in the dictionary because it became a slang term because of the soda. So I figured I want to see what that's like. Yeah, the Galco's dude told me that the market I was just at this morning, they're gonna tear it down in a couple years and build housing like they do to everything in California. Hey, I thought this wasn't a social commentary. Which is a shame, because way to make me feel like I arrived at the party 2 minutes before it ended. But on the other hand, I'm not very attached to it either, so let it be. I find it kind of funny how it's called Galco's Old World Grocery, and the store's like 90% soda. Like, I was hoping to find some actual food to sustain me, but I just didn't. Cool treehouse. I never thought I'd say this, but I'm so ready to sit on a bus for 2.5 hours. I sense jasmine. I don't drink soda much, but this is one of my favorites. It tastes just as good or better than the one in the 2-liter bottle. But it doesn't say barrel aged. It used to. Instead of backtracking to LA to take the silver line to the 194, I took the gold line east to Irwindale to the 185, to Punta Hills Mall to the 289. It's a pretty scenic platform at Irwindale. About to catch the 185 bus over there. This is the shot where I make the comment of how Back to the Future was filmed in this parking lot. The bus station that has the mall next to it. Let's try it. Smells like bad medicine. Dude, that's good. It tastes like candy canes, but in a good way. It tasted like root beer. 8.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
And that's it. Success. Hey, we got the mother load. And for those public service announcement, roasted peanuts that look charred on the outside are the best ones. They just have that crispity cookity flavor. Not no Hampton Farms or whatever the hell they sell at the store. No disrespect, Hampton Farms, I still like peanuts. Alright, mission debriefing. So as far as the market was concerned, that was incredible. I got the stuff that I wanted. The place is a bit of a death trap though, so beware. Look out for all the forklifts and pallet jacks going every which direction, especially considering how dark it was outside. It's a shame that place is not going to be around for much longer, but I'm glad I got my chance to see it. As far as selection, I was kind of disappointed with the lack of organic stuff. I got the stuff that I wanted. Like, among the hundreds and hundreds of items I browsed through, there were probably like 10 organic ones. There were like that one strawberries. There were like 4 vendors that had bananas. There was like the dates, boxes of dates, and then the one guy with the broccoli. But other than that, I could not find any organic for the life of me. Come on, people. Spraying poison on stuff you're going to eat, that's anti-common sense. Hey, I thought this wasn't a social commentary. But we all know organic certification is a scam because it's just set up to make sustainable farming not profitable. I thought this wasn't a social commentary. In reality, organic is supposed to be cheaper because you don't have to buy chemicals. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. As far as transit was concerned, everything seemed to go very well, minus that one silver streak that never showed up. But if it did, I was going to skip the entire second half of the quest. Which, as far as that went, 80-pound produce dolly versus Highland Park sidewalks and elevation. It was definitely the most muscle-building stretch of the trip. And Galco's is a cool place. It reminded me a lot of the real soda warehouse I went to in Gardena. Though the name is a bit misleading because it sounds like it's a grocery store, but it's really 90% soda. So those bananas will go nice. Tomorrow I think we're gonna make some vegan ice cream for my birthday party. And then the peanuts, I'll be munching on those all week long. All week. Make it sound like it's only gonna last a week. Insert outro here.